The champ is here.
The champ is here.
Y'all give it up for the champ. Welcome back to 106, man. How you feeling, man?
Thanks for having me. It's unbelievable.
Nah, it's always a pleasure, man. You're just coming down off the hype. A great fight a couple weeks ago. What goes on in the weeks, the aftermath of a fight?
Just real busy, touring, making different appearances all around the world, and just staying active. Of course, it's the money team to the day I DIE.
It's the money team.
There was so much controversy after that fight. Everybody was talking about how it was like a sucker punch, and then, old boy got what he deserved. You got to protect yourself at all times when you're in the ring. Do you still feel like you have to answer that question when people ask you about that fight?
People don't really ask, questions about the fight, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. We looking for Pacquiao. We want Pacquiao to take the test. We just want to get the fans and the people around the world what they want to see.
They want to see that fight, Floyd.
Absolutely.
I'm a boxing fan. When it comes down to it, I'm a boxing fan. Why do you believe that Pacquiao is on something?
I never said that Pacquiao was on anything. It's just that it's not natural for any athlete to come from 106 all the way to 154 all natural and compete with the best fighters. So I never said Pacquiao was taking anything. I'm the face of boxing, and I'm just trying to clean the sport up. I'm willing to take the test.
What has been the disputes between Pacquiao's camp to not take the test? Because I believe, didn't he take some sort of form of test that he thought was good enough to fight, and then you said, no, that's not the legitimate test?
We were just trying to do a random blood and random urine test. I took the test. I'm not just picking on one fighter. Ortiz took the test. Mosley took the test. All I'm asking Pacquiao to do is take the test so we can make it happen.
Right. We was talking a little bit about Floyd earlier and just his workout regimen and the workout and training that people like Floyd, 50 Cent put in to be rap stars and be on that level. When it comes to you, what are some of the workout techniques that you can give, not just to MCs or to potential boxers, but just to people to keep their life healthy and go and exceed in their career?
I think everything starts off with walking and then eventually move to running. So, you got to start off walking first.
But your workout regimen is like non-stop.
Give me a little something,
you do like
Floyd.
3 a day. It's like unheard of.
Yeah, I do 3 a day. It's my job.
But still, where does that motivation? Because it's not only you doing the 3 a days, but it's your camp doing 3 a days. So how important is the team around you to be eating healthy and motivating you as well?
I think the team getting motivated by watching me work out and watching me train. The team getting motivated. So if I can motivate them to, to get in shape, to live longer, then, that's why I'm here.
Any tips for healthy gaining of weight? I'm trying to gain like 10 pounds over the next year. That was one of my goals. Any tips on like high protein things to eat to gain weight?
Me, I come from a small weight class, not real small, but just probably steak and potatoes and mainly drinking milkshakes.
How many times a day do you have to eat when you're trying to
I'm
gain
busy. Right now I'm busy, so I'm really not really eating that much every day. Like probably once or twice a day. Just traveling and staying real busy.
Gotcha. All right, so look, we having all types of conversations with the champ right now. Talking workout techniques, talking boxing, talking hip-hop. But we got a good friend of yours on the show we about to bring out real soon, man.
Oh, man, unbelievable.
Big homie 50 Cent is in the building. We're going to bring him out next alongside the champ. Don't move. You're watching 106 Empire, baby.
Welcome back to 106 Empire, guys.
The champ is here. What are some of your favorite songs right now? I saw you over there bobbing your head and all that.
Y'all was playing 50 Cent music, of course. That's my dude. Of
course. And no better way to segue into our next guest, who is a multi-platinum selling artist, one of the biggest moguls in hip-hop history, and he has a brand new book that deals with the topic of bullying. Please welcome back to 106, 50 Cent. Fifth.
Yeah.
How proud are you of the champ, Fifth?
Oh man, it's expected of him to put that work in every time he go out. So it felt good. It went according to plan.
No doubt.
Good luck. All right.
Actually, we had it down 7. It was gonna go 3 more rounds, but we got him out of there early.
What happens, happens. So I have to ask for the ladies that were tweeting today. They want to know: are you growing out the braids for a movie role?
Yeah, it's for Frozen Ground.
Okay. A lot of ladies were asking me, like Roxy asked
it's
about
for the
braids.
movies, I want to get a close up.
For the movie.
They're gonna have me on media takeout.
right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your new book, man. It deals with the issue of bullying.
That's right.
What was your inspiration behind writing this?
Well, I was actually inspired to write the book from a conversation I was having with my son. You know, we talked about someone that he actually knew that was being bullied in the schooling system. And when we talked about it, I found myself in an interesting space because I was on the other side of that. Like I was actually the aggressor. Because of the environment that I grew up in, you know, if you weren't tough enough to make people understand you ain't have a problem with a problem, you were consistently a victim of it. So when I actually explained it to him, I explained it to him about me not dealing with my feelings appropriately at that time because I was a little overweight at that point and they used to tease me. You know what I mean? So I responded by, you know, being more aggressive.
Is that aspect of raising your son difficult for you? You grew up with nothing, and now you have the world. So how do you balance, you know, raising him with all of this money, but still getting some of those street things that you had to acquire?
Well, it's just being conscious of things. It's not. I don't think it's more difficult. I think it's, you know, having the ability to do things for him that I haven't had. I think he's an opportunity for me to make a better version of myself. You know, so to be there to provide the points and the places that I made mistakes, so he doesn't have to make them also, is the goal, and I think he'll be better based on that.
You pointed out plenty of times, you have admitted that you could consider yourself a bully. You were a bully.
Yeah.
And if you had to go back in your life, let's just say you had to, you say you still are. Why you playing?
Why you beat everybody up?
Because he's the champ. But he gets paid to beat them up. That's the difference. No, but you've admitted to being a bully. Let's say you could do things differently in the past. Would you take back some of those bullyings that you've done? No.
Hip-hop culture, well, yeah, some things in my past prior to music, yeah. But as far as hip-hop culture, the competitive nature of it, it was always been battling. It's part of the culture. You know, so that's what it is. Until it turns into something that spills out into the street and goes bad and then it actually turns into beef. It wasn't until Biggie and Tupac that they started calling battling within hip-hop culture beefing. It's because the artists use the same terminologies you would hear when someone's actually getting ready to get to it on the street. They call it beefing, but it's not that. Like, a lot of times you don't see it turn into that. You see it go to the next verse.
Okay, now for the young people that look at you, Fifth, and I have to commend you because you've been doing a lot of good things. I heard about you trying to feed 1 million kids as well, which is very commendable. A lot of charity work that you've been doing. We've paid attention, but how do you ask these young people to tell the difference between 50 the humanitarian and read this book about bullying and 50 in music and we hear about you bullying artists?
The easiest way is to say this. There's a difference between the reality of a person and a person when they're actually entertaining, right? Entertainer versus the actual person. So when you go into the actual studio, what are you going to write? You're going to write the coolest thing you can write, right? You're going to write something that you actually have insight on. So I wrote the harsh realities because I've been exposed to the harsh realities.
It's 50.
You know what I mean?
I just want to say that part.
When you actually, for a person that has a issue with the transition from the messaging, you know, then they're not prepared for growth. They're not prepared to move forward. You know, so you'll see on Twitter, you'll see in different places, people point and say, oh, man, I want the old Fifth. That means they don't want to see the next level. You know, and I don't take that in any way like disrespectful. It just shows you that they're not prepared to move to the next level. Mentally, they're still back there. They're in 03.
As we're talking about bullying, Floyd, did you have any challenges with bullying growing up? Maybe, I'm sure maybe not for you.
I was the aggressor. I was the aggressor. I was the bully.
How did you learn to tame that and put it into something productive like boxing?
You know, my whole life was boxing. You know, blood, sweat, and tears from the beginning. So I said, why do it for free? Get in the ring and make money.
Yeah, but no sport has more discipline than boxing. You know, like in professional basketball, Kobe could have a bad night. And the rest of the team can pick up the slack.
You can't have a bad night in boxing.
Boxing, you have a bad night, you have an L on your record.
That's right.
That's 42-0 right there.
Can't have a bad night.
Hello.
And you can't have your hands down, apparently. Protect yourself at all times, people. All right? Everyone in the audience gets a copy of 50 Cent's brand new book. Floyd.
I didn't get a copy.
We'll get you a copy.
Give me a copy.
Ain't that your boy?
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Give me a copy.
I gotta ask you, why both of y'all are here right now? Sparring match between Floyd and Fifth. Who's winning?
150.
If I start first, it's just tough to hit him.
It's your boy.
Where it counts. I gotta wrestle him. You gotta grab him.
Oh, bring him to the ground. Floyd, congratulations on
Thank
everything,
you so
all your
much.
wins.
Appreciate it.
Listen, boxing needs this Pacquiao fight.
Well,
we need this fight, Floyd.
We
I know the money good.
We need action. We just need him.
We the money team. We got a lot of problems. Money ain't one of our problems.
right. Like I know the money good, so we need that fight. All right. Congratulations on everything you've done. Of course, we got more with 50 Cent when we come back. Right now, J. Cole, Trey Songz, can't get enough the number 3 video.
Look right there. Fifth, what do you think of J. Cole?
Oh man, I think he's good, man. He's in motion. I think Jay gonna stand next to him now. And did some numbers. He all right. He cool. Let him in, Jay.
Who else do you like the young artists? Wale just dropped his album, and Meek Mill's getting love.
Well, the kid Meek, I like Meek. You know what I mean? He been in Philadelphia. They got a real underground hip hop scene that them boys out there rapping. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mike Knox.
Well, when we come back, we're going to do what we love, and we're going to put 50 Cent on the hot seat with some tough questions that he's going to answer. We're going to bully you now. How about that?
Yeah, I've been getting pushed around.
All right, guys. Let's announce the winner of the Wild Out Wednesday. Keep it locked. There's more 106 when we come back.
His brand new book is called Playground, all right?
So you get that. We spoke a little earlier about Street King and what you're doing. I said 1 million. It's 1 billion people that you're trying to feed.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, it's exciting for me. The Street King project for me is like the Tom Shoe model. Is 1 for 1 with the purchase of the actual energy drink. A person is being fed through the United Nations World Food Program. For people who don't know, the United Nations World Food Program is an organization that the government feels is sufficient to provide aid for Haiti when they're having an earthquake, or for Japan during a tsunami. So it's a really reliable organization to make sure that it actually gets where it needs to go.
That's right. And the energy drink is actually really good. Grape is my favorite flavor. You gotta get it, and it does give you the energy you need. It's all natural too, because you're all about health, so it's all natural.
That's right. You know, I'm trying to keep the calories out of it so I can stay.
Exactly. All right, so look, earlier on the show, we had a competition for Wild Out Wednesday with female soul singers, and right now we're about to announce the winner. So let's get a drum roll, please. With 47% of your votes, congratulations to the Chick Bang Theory representing Jackson, Mississippi. Congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies. All right. Listen, we'll be right back. Thanks to Miguel, Taraji P. Henson, Floyd, Mayweather Jr., and of course 50 Cent for being here. Once again, happy birthday to DJ Ramo. And we'll be back. Are we coming back, or are we going to the video right now?
To the number 1 drink.
All right, we'll come back with the number 1 video, brand new number 1 video when we return. It's 106 apart, guys.